Welcome to Akulmach Live. Something is pushing the universe apart, and we have no idea what it is. For decades, we believed gravity would eventually slow down the expansion of cosmos. Instead, we discovered the opposite. Universe is accelerating, flying apart faster every single second, and the culprit, dark energy. Let's find out more about this subject. Imagine you are throwing a ball into the air and you expect it to slow down, reach at a peak and fall back into your hands. And that is gravity. That's how the world we know it works. So before we go further, let's have few words from our sponsor. Struggling to find the right solution for your business problem? I will like to introduce HelloGig.com, whose AI engines connect you with the top tier freelance from your industries only, and which help in designing a better and scalable solution for your business. Whether you are a SaaS startup or an enterprise, HelloGigs makes sure that you can focus on your core business. With HelloGigs global freelance network, you can depend upon all your technology need, be it software development, artificial intelligence, or video editing, and something else. Ready to hire smarter? Scan the QR code on your screen or click the link below to get started today. And now let's get back to our video. Now imagine you throw the ball and instead of slowing down, it starts to accelerate. It flies out of your sight, then out of your atmosphere, faster and faster, defying everything you know about the physics. And this isn't just a weird metaphor. It is exactly what is happening to our universe. Now, for nearly a century, we thought the expansion of the universe and aftermath of Big Bang would eventually slow down. We thought that gravity, the great glue of the cosmos, would pull everything back together. But in 1998, we found out that we were wrong. Dead wrong, and the universe isn't just expanding, it is screaming away from us, and something is pushing it, something invisible, something silent, and something that makes up the vast majority of everything that exists. We call it dark energy. And it is currently winning the war for the fate of reality. To understand where we are, we have to go back to the Albert Einstein. In 1917, when Einstein was developing his general theory of relativity, and he had a problem. His equation showed that the universe would be either expanding or contracting. But at the time, everyone knew the universe was static and eternal. To fix this, Einstein added a fudge factor called the cosmological constant, represented by a Greek letter lambda. And it was a mathematical placeholder for a force that counteracted gravity to keep the universe still. A decade later, Edwin Hubble proved that the galaxies were moving away from us and the universe was expanding. Einstein famously tossed his constant into the trash, calling it his greatest blunder. Fast forward to 1998. The two independent teams of astronomers were studying Type 1a supernova, expanding star that act as a standard candle because they were always shine with the same brightness. They wanted to measure how much gravity was slowing down the universe. But when they looked at the farthest star, they were much dimmer than they expected. They weren't just far away, they were too far away, and the universe wasn't slowing down, it was speeding up. So Einstein's blunder wasn't a mistake, it was a prophecy. So what is this dark energy? The short answer is We don't know. We have some terrifying good guesses, definitely. Theory one is that the property of the space. One idea is that the dark energy is simply a property of the space itself, and in this view the empty spaces isn't actually empty. It has its own energy. As the universe expands and there creates more spaces, there is more space energy to push the things apart, leading to more expansion, which creates more spaces. And you see, this is a cycle, and this aligns perfectly with the Einstein's cosmological constant. Now there's a theory two, quantum vacuum fluctuation. At the smallest scale, particles are popping out in and in to of the existing constantly, and physicists try to calculate how much energy this quantum foam would create. The result, definitely what is the result, which was astounding, and they got a number that was 10 on the 10 120 upon 10 120 times larger what we actually observe, and this is often called the worst theoretical prediction in the history of physics. If the quantum energies were that strong, the universe would have exploded into nothingness in a fraction of second. Now there's, or of course there's another theory, which is theory two, that is quant essence, and we think the dark energy isn't a constant property of space, but a field that fills the universe, like a fluid or an atmosphere, and they call is quintessence. And unlike a constant quintessence could change over time, slowing down, speeding up, or even reversing. So here's the most humbling part of this story. When we look at the star, the planets, the nebulae, and even the ourself, our life, and our all body, we are looking at a normal matter, and that normal matter is definitely atom. Everything we have seen, we ever seen or touched, and that is a normal stuff, only makes up to 5% of the universe. And another 27% is dark matter, and that is invisible stuff, and that provides the extra gravity to hold the galaxies together. And the remaining 68%, and that is the dark energy. So nearly 3/4 of the entire universe is made of a force we can't see and cannot measure directly and cannot even explain. So we are living in a house where we only recognize the furniture in one small corner of the living room, and the rest of the building is totally mystery. So if the dark energy continues to win the tug of war against the gravity, what happens next? Eventually, the expansion will become so fast that light from another galaxies will never be able to reach us, and one by one the galaxy we see in the night sky today will disappear behind a cosmic horizon. So our descendants, if they are any, and they will look up at the sky, and that is completely, that they will find completely black sky, and they will think that they are alone in a single galaxy surrounded by an infinite empty void. And this leads us to the big freeze. Star will run out of the fuel, black holes will slowly evaporate, the temperature of universe will drop to absolute zero, and because the space is being stretched so thin, matter will be too far apart to interact, and the universe won't end with a bang. It will end with a long, cold, lonely sigh, and there's also a scarier possibility, the big rip. If the dark energy gets stronger over the time, it won't just push galaxies apart, They will eventually overcome the forces holding atom together, and it will literally tear the fabric of space, time, and everything, and every atom in our body into a shred. So it is easy to feel small when we talk about a force that can tear the universe apart. But there's a silver lining. The fact that we know dark energy exists is a testament to human curiosity. You know, we are so tiny species on a tiny rock, yet we have managed to calculate the expansion rate of entire cosmos, and dark energy is ultimate frontier now, you know. So if the X on the map of the universe says that here we monster, every time we think we have figured out the laws of physics, and the universe throw us a curve ball to remind us that the adventure isn't over, and we have just started. So we are living in a golden age of discovery. So and who knows, the every force that is pushing us apart might be the key to understanding why we are here at the first place. So thanks for watching. If you want to keep exploring the deep end of the pool, hit the subscribe, and the universe is getting bigger every second. So don't get left behind, you know. So see you in the next one. Bye.